Hi guys, Greg here. Well, today I thought I'd do a review on the Australian Aussie classic beer, Foster's Lager. Now this beer's been around since 1888 and it's been a favourite of Australians ever since then. Or has it been? You ask any Australian about Foster's, most of them have probably never drunk it or would refuse to drink it. They're Foster's snobs really. But it is quite popular overseas and they seem to sell it everywhere. It's supposed to be Australian for beer, but the funny thing is Australians don't drink it, so. But it is one of our original beers and, well, let's do a bit of a review on it. Now this can here is 4%. I believe it used to be a bit higher, but they've lowered the alcohol percentage in it for some reason. I'm sure someone can let me know. But there's a bit of a spiel on here, so let's give it a read. 126 years ago, during the summer of 1888, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. So it is from Victoria originally, one of the most famous beers. Another beer that the Foster's Brewing Company produced is VB, which is a very popular beer here still. I used to drink it. Major headache material though. I'm sure there's quite a few people out there that can appreciate what I'm saying there. But anyway, let's take a look at the Foster's Lager. First of all, how's the beer sound? Bit like that. Okay, let's pour this bad boy. See what colour it is. Beautiful amber colour there with a pretty decent head on it. It's a nice colour. It's got some nice fizz in it as well. It's looking good. And on a hot day like this, it's usually very tasty. Now the head is slowly disappearing quite quickly, but that colour is very nice. Oh. And I'll tell you what, this smell, oh, beautiful. You can smell the hops there and the malt mix. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a go. Just a really nice blend there. It seems to go down pretty well. It's a bit neutral on the tongue, but now I'm getting a little bit of the hops coming through at the back of the tongue. The hops really hit your tongue first up, but it doesn't seem to be very heavy on the malt. It's got a sort of burnt aftertaste to it. But the blend's really nice. It's a really nice beer. It's got a nice fizz in it. Just saw a mullet jumping. The sun's shining. I'm having a beer on the jetty. What more do you want? But I mean, it's not a malty beer, but it's not a hoppy beer either. It's a really nice blend. And I'm actually really enjoying it. It has got that aftertaste though now. It's coming through that it's quite dry and a little bit hoppy. But mate, have a look at this. Have a look. That's the sun shining through. And that is just dreamy, isn't it? Well, that's a good beer. The old Foster's Lager. Haven't had one for a long time, but mate, I'm enjoying this. It's really tasty. Really enjoying it. Well, what would I give this out of 10? Well, it's refreshing. The flavours aren't overpowering, but they're definitely there. It tastes good. does have an aftertaste to it that, you know, some people might find a little bit hard to swallow, but I'm actually really enjoying this beer. And well, out of 10, I reckon for this Foster's, I'm going to give it a good 7.7 out of 10. Man, it's a pretty good beer. It's pretty tasty. It's not overly strong in alcohol. It's a nice colour. It tastes good. It tastes great cold. And on a hot summer's day, what more do you want? The old Foster's Lager. A classic Aussie beer. And I reckon every Aussie out there should go and buy a 6-pack and have a go, because it really is quite a tasty beer. You can sort of see where the VB comes from it. VB, I think, has got a bit more of a bit stronger taste, I think, but this, really nice. It's a nice cream of the crop sort of beer, nice and tasty. Well, I'm going to sit here and watch that sunset over the horizon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next beer review. Catch you then.